Hey peepsy doodles. Sorry about the change in scenery. I'm in my bedroom today because husband is out in the living room doing P90X and I can't hear anything, so I figured I'd come in here. I just kind of want to talk to you guys and tell you some experiences that I've had the last couple days, and the couple things that I've changed in order to gain these experiences, because I really think that... Okay, let me start over. I feel like one of the biggest things and one of the biggest difficulties with witches is trying to incorporate witchcraft and your spiritual practice into your everyday life and becoming, as Deborah Blake would put it, the everyday witch, which means there's basically no difference between your spiritual life and your mundane life. It is one. And that's something that I, especially lately, have been striving, and even more recently have been working on. I read, I have it right here, I read The Goddess is in the Details, and this is a really good book for figuring out things to do for the everyday witch. But a lot of it has, I've noticed I skipped through a lot of chapters because it goes through like what happens when you have kids, and I don't know, there was just a lot of stuff that I didn't really need, but it did have some good information. Now I'm reading the book that's actually called The Everyday Witch by the same author, and she has tons of good information and tons of little things that you can do throughout your day to incorporate your craft and your practice into your daily life, and to really walk the walk, talk the talk, to really not have that separation. And so one of the things that I've been doing recently in order to incorporate that is I am taking Masters of Manifestation using the craft by Crystal, Miss Canadian Witch. It's a class that she is teaching, and I actually signed up for it a couple weeks ago, and I finally just got started because Kevin and I both wanted to do it together. So I started it a couple days ago, and one of the things that she has us do is there's a meditation that we do every night, or at least once a day. Kevin and I do it at night, and then she has us come up with a mantra that we say every night before we go to bed and every morning before we get out of bed when we wake up. And my mantra that I came up with was, the universe has blessed me with abundance in every aspect of my life. And then on my way to work, I send my day forward distance Reiki, and then I also just talk to the God and Goddess. And you know, I it's nothing formal. I just talk to them. And yesterday and today were huge examples of this, because like I said, I just recently started doing this. Well, the distance Reiki I did a while back, and I really noticed a difference in my days when I did it, and I stopped, and now I love that I'm picking it back up. And so all of these things together, you know, have really made me feel a little bit more connected, which is what I've been striving for. And so here are my examples from the last 2 days. So yesterday, right now I am in clinicals to be a surgical technologist. I graduate in exactly a month. And so right now we are basically working 40 to 50 hours a week, our job that we're going to be doing for no pay, which is what clinicals are. And so on my way to, well, and I'm doing my clinicals at my actual job where I work. So I keep saying on my way to work, but it's actually on my way to clinicals. But regardless, on my way to the hospital, I was talking about how nervous I am because my next clinical rotation, we do it by surgery type every 2 weeks. And so this week I'm in vascular surgery. And so we're dealing with veins and arteries, and a lot of it is endovascular, which means we go through with wires and stents, and it's all like through the skin as opposed to opening the person up. And it makes me extremely, extremely nervous because I don't know a whole lot about it. And one of the doctors is not the nicest person in the world, so that makes me really nervous. And there's some of the people that precept, which means like our teachers for the day, that are not so wonderful. And so on my way, I had seen what I was supposed to be doing yesterday. And so on my way to clinicals, I was talking to the universe, I was talking to the God and Goddess and telling them how nervous I was. And I actually even wrote it in my feelings journal the night before about how nervous I was for that day, how nervous I was to work with that doctor, to really give me the strength and energy that I needed for it, to keep my day positive, to keep my day uplifted, to keep my energy up, and to keep myself going. I asked I said, I really need a really good preceptor that knows what she's doing, that knows what she's talking about. And actually the day before yesterday, when I was looking at the surgical schedule, I was like, oh my God, I would so much rather be in this other room that had just general cases with an awesome doctor. It was a great room, but nobody was in there, but it's my vascular rotation, so I had to be where I was put. And so I said all that. I talked to him on my way to work. I did my distance Reiki. So I get to clinicals, and I'm still in the room that I was supposed to be in. And the person that they scheduled in there with me was an awesome person. Like, she's fantastic. I love working with her, but she has no idea what she's doing in that room. She doesn't know a whole lot about vascular. She's never in there. So that was kind of like, okay, well, I like her, but I don't know if she's going to be a whole lot of help for me. I don't know what I'm doing. And so I went to go leave and go get my gown and gloves, and my actual teacher for the course came up to me, and she's like, I don't know if that's the best room for you today. I know I put you in there, but there's just a whole lot of people, and I really don't think that the person that I put you with is going to help you. So let's switch rooms. So she switched me into the room that I originally wanted to be in, and I had a fantastic day. And actually, at about 9 o'clock in the morning, that room, the original vascular room I was supposed to be in, it's room 11 is what it is. And they have like this big x-ray machine, and it broke. And so that room has been down all of yesterday, so all of those cases got canceled. It's been down all today. And tomorrow I was supposed to be in that room again with that same doctor, and it's still down, so all of those cases got canceled for tomorrow. So I got put into a room that I really wanted to be in for tomorrow too. So, it's really, you ask, and the universe will do what it can. Now, if I was supposed to be in that room to learn something, I was going to be in that room. But obviously that wasn't the best situation for me, and so it got changed. And then, that's it, just like today, I said the same thing on my way to work. I knew what room I was supposed to be in. I knew the cases. I was excited about the doctors. I was still nervous because it's still vascular, but I didn't know who my preceptor was. And I just kept saying, please, help me to have a learning experience today. Well, I get there, and the one person that I didn't want to be with, I was with today. And this person has such a negative attitude. She's so snippy. She's hard to learn from. And I'm like, oh my God. But she's great with vascular. And she, I get into the room, and I tell her, I'm like, I don't know a whole lot about vascular. She's like, well, have you scrubbed this case before? I'm like, well, I've scrubbed one. Like, I've passed for it, but I've never set it up before. And she's like, okay, you can set it up. And she left. So I had to learn, she came back in once I was all done and kind of looked everything over, but I had to learn it myself. And if I wouldn't have done that, like right now, I could probably go and set that case up and be fine, because I had to do it myself, because I had to figure it out. And I think that was one of the best learning experiences for me, because everybody else kind of sugarcoats everything and kind of does it for you. But if you're forced to do it yourself, you learn pretty quick. Same thing with the rest of the day. I mean, there was things that I wasn't sure of, and she made me do it. And so while she's not my favorite person in the world, I asked the universe for a learning experience, and that's what I got, was a learning experience. But it was great, because even though, I really tried to stay positive, I was terrified all day. Like, I had anxiety all day. I was so scared. But I learned it. I feel more comfortable in the room now because of her. Like, she stands back, she knows if I need something to come and help, but she's like, do it. That's the only way you're going to learn, is if you do it. And I did. And so I really feel like the universe and the God and Goddess know what it is that you need more than what you know. And so I highly recommend that you guys give it a try, to really start your day off by just talking to the god and goddess and really telling them what it is that you want from your day, and just talking to them. Like, it doesn't have to be a formal ritual. It doesn't have to be, anything like that. It can be extremely informal. I hope I said informal at the beginning of this, because that's what I meant. It's very informal. It's not anything big. It's just like you're talking to somebody that's sitting right next to you. And then same thing at night, I've been taking time to just thank them for my day, and even if things didn't go exactly as planned, to thank them for the learning experience, to thank them for what they gave me, friends, family, all of that kind of stuff. And I really have been noticing a difference, and the big thing, like I said, is that I've been noticing that I feel more connected, and I really, really like that. And so, another thing that I did yesterday, just to kind of keep going on with the everyday witch theme, is I've decided, because I really need to clear clutter and clean, but I just have so much shit everywhere and I feel like it's so overwhelming, that I decided to start small. And so I actually made my own cleaning soap, cleaning spray. I think I actually have it right here. Hold on 1 second. Let me see if I do. I think I do. Oh, I did. Okay, I lied. I don't know where it is. But anyway, I took a squirt bottle and I filled it almost completely all the way with warm water, and then I found this recipe on Pinterest. I added a tablespoon of pure cast iron soap, and then I added 9 drops of each lavender and lemon essential oils, and then I cleaned my bathroom. I took and I put positive, cleaning, rejuvenating energy into the soap that I made, that I handmade, so I knew what was in it. And I cleaned my bathroom, I cleaned my shower, I wiped up all this, fucking mop of hair that gets everywhere, and so my bathroom's clean. And I felt really, really good when I took a bath last night. I took a crystal bath. I've been sleeping every single night with this crystal. I love it. I literally have it in my hand the entire night. And so I've been sleeping with this. I put this and a chunk of rose quartz in my bath last night. And so I've really just been trying to take little things to incorporate them into my daily life to become an everyday witch. That's what I'm hoping for. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I hope that you read some good books, all kinds of stuff. Oh, yeah, one more quick little thing if you're not on Facebook. I just signed up for a reading with Kimmy from the Lovely Little Witch Etsy shop to find my matron goddess. I do have one that, I feel connected to, or at least I did in the past, but I'm very interested in what Kimmy has to say, and I really feel like lately I've really connected with her vibes. I really love her videos, and so I'm really excited to kind of do that. That'll be next Tuesday, so I'm excited about that. So anyway, hope you guys have a great day. Sorry about my rambling. I'm going to go pick another thing to clean and then do some more reading. So I will talk to you guys later. Bye.